Welcome to Better Life Academy. Every day, direct support professionals make decisions that directly affect the lives of the people they support. One of the most important responsibilities we have is recognizing meaningful changes in someone's health, behavior, or abilities. As individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities live longer, we will increasingly support people experiencing the normal aging process, and in some cases, dementia. This course will help you recognize those changes, communicate with compassion, document objectively, and report concerns appropriately. In this module, we'll focus on 5 learning objectives. You'll learn to recognize common signs of normal aging, spot changes that may require further evaluation, communicate in a calm and respectful manner, document your observations objectively, and know when changes should be reported to the appropriate members of the support team. People with intellectual and developmental disabilities are living longer than ever before. Because DSPs spend so much time with the individuals they support, they are often the first people to notice meaningful changes. Early recognition doesn't mean diagnosing someone. It simply means paying attention, documenting what you observe, and sharing important information with the appropriate people. Meet Robert. Robert is 68 years old and has lived in supported living for several years. He enjoys Western movies, drinking coffee, and talking about growing up with his family. Recently, staff have begun noticing small changes. He occasionally forgets appointments. Sometimes he repeats questions. Today, Robert says something unexpected. Robert says, "I need to go home." At first, it may seem obvious that Robert is already home. But before correcting him, we should stop and ask ourselves an important question. What is Robert actually trying to communicate? Is he confused? Is he anxious? Is he remembering a different time in his life? Great support begins with curiosity instead of correction. Aging affects everyone. As people get older, they may walk more slowly, need brighter lighting to read, have more difficulty hearing conversations, or occasionally forget a name or appointment. These changes can be a normal part of aging. Normal aging alone does not mean someone has dementia. Dementia is different. Dementia involves changes in memory, thinking, judgment, and daily functioning that gradually interfere with a person's independence. Someone may repeatedly ask the same question, become confused in familiar places, forget close family members, or experience changes in personality. DSPs are not expected to diagnose dementia. Our responsibility is to observe, document, and report. One helpful way to think about the difference is this. Normal aging may slow someone down. Dementia changes how the brain works. Someone experiencing normal aging may forget where they place their keys. Someone experiencing dementia may forget what keys are used for. That difference is important. Throughout Better Life Academy, you'll hear these 5 words often. Observe, listen, support, document, report. These 5 actions represent the foundation of quality direct support. If you say, "Robert, you already are home," that may be factually true, but it can make him feel more frustrated or anxious. A better response is, "Tell me about home, Robert," or "You sound like you're missing something today." Those replies validate the feeling instead of correcting the fact. And that's the key takeaway. In moments like this, validating emotions often works better than correcting facts. Good documentation is factual and objective. Instead of writing, "Robert has dementia," write, "Robert asked to go home 3 times within 15 minutes despite being in his residence." That kind of objective note helps the team recognize patterns, communicate clearly, and avoid assumptions. The takeaway is simple. Document exactly what you observe, not what you think caused it. Documentation only helps when the right people receive it at the right time. In situations like Robert's, accurate notes about new or worsening changes should be shared promptly, according to Better Life policy. Early reporting supports timely follow-up, helps the interdisciplinary team recognize patterns, and helps them decide whether additional assessment may be needed. Let's review. Take a moment to think about this. Which of these changes would be important to report? A new pattern of repeated confusion, personality changes, or frequently becoming lost? The correct answer is all of the above. Any significant change from a person's usual baseline should be documented and reported. Instead of correcting Robert, the DSP responds calmly and says, "Tell me about home." Robert begins talking about the farm where he grew up, and that familiar memory helps ease his anxiety and bring the conversation back to a place of comfort. Afterward, the DSP documents the interaction factually and shares the change with the appropriate team members so everyone understands what happened and what helped. That's excellent person-centered support in action. Thank you for completing Module 1 of Better Life Academy. Remember, you don't have to diagnose and you don't have to have all the answers. Your responsibility is to notice meaningful changes, support the individual with dignity, document objectively, and report concerns appropriately. Those simple actions make an extraordinary difference in the lives of the people we support.